Hey guys, welcome to my channel. My name is Michelle and today I'm super excited because I'm going to talk about fermented foods and why you totally need to start eating them daily. Whether you're new to fitness and health or you've been living this lifestyle for a while, if you are not eating fermented foods, you are missing out on one of the best things you can be doing to reaching your goals. So if you're trying to lose weight and you're not eating fermented foods, this could be an answer to your problems. Now you might be like, why do I need to start eating fermented foods? I'm eating healthy foods here, I'm eating healthy foods there. Unfortunately, even our healthy foods nowadays doesn't have the same nutrients and minerals that it used to. Our soils have been used and reused and used and reused, and just we're not getting the same benefits that we used to get from the exact same foods years and years ago. Why did I start eating fermented foods? Is because I was having acne and digestive issues constantly. Like I literally lived in pain 24/7 for years and years and years. So I researched online and I looked at what other people were doing, and when something intrigued me, I would look into it and then try it for myself, especially if it's safe and natural. People swear that fermented foods can help heal your gut and your gut flora and repair all that stuff. And let me tell you, they were right, because I have never felt better. If you have any food tolerance, like wheat, like I talked about, or dairy, which I actually think most of us struggle with these two foods. When we eat it over and over and over and over again, what it does to our intestines is actually damaging. It can lead to something that's called leaky gut. Which needs to be fixed. So pretty much your gut is leaking. Of course, you're not absorbing all these good nutrients and minerals from the food. So healing leaky gut, fermented foods, 100%. Benefits of fermented foods. It's a natural probiotic. Fermented foods is just foods that have been put into a fermentation process to actually create microorganisms within the food. Hence, good bacteria. You can easily do this at home by yourself, but this is becoming quite mainstream that you can find it at most health food stores. I'm really against dairy and probiotics. It says eat yogurt or whatever. They have probiotics. I just don't buy it. First of all, we shouldn't be eating that much dairy. Dairy can be causing more issues for us. So let's get our probiotics from another place. There's also something called kefir, and there's a coconut version, which I've tried. It's quite expensive, so you'll find these a lot more reasonable. Eating fermented foods, which give you natural, probiotic, and good bacteria. So now your good bacteria can overtake your bad bacteria and good things can start happening. You can start redigesting your food. So your bowel health is gonna increase. Your digestion is gonna get better because that leaky gut, those holes, they can start to rebuild themselves. So now you can actually absorb the nutrients and minerals that you haven't been absorbing. Hence, why my acne is cleared up. It improves overall immunity. If you are not digesting your food correctly, you could be seeing symptoms from your hands, joint pain, to your head with headaches, all over, right? So you really want to be healthy from the inside, and that's going to really reflect the outside. Fermented foods can even reverse some diseases. If you were lacking nutrients and minerals for years and years and years, of course that can lead to disease. So let's say we're now putting in those minerals, getting those nutrients that we were lacking, you could totally heal yourself. And if you don't believe it, look it up online for yourself. This is not something I've come up with. This is known and confirmed by sources upon sources upon sources. And one of my favorite things is fermented foods helps reduce bloating. I was the type of person that I was always bloated, but now I just had lunch and I'm not bloated. No matter what I used to eat, I would feel super bloated after every single meal. Okay, so let's go through these and I'm gonna tell you which one I recommend starting with, which are my favorites. Kombucha. Kombucha is a fermented drink and it's like a tea, okay? This, I'd say, this is the one I started with, and I actually really liked how it tasted. It's a little fizzy, so it can replace your sodas, And it should replace your soda. Like if you need to give up soda, so let's replace it with some kombucha. I actually found this one at Costco, so it's a little cheaper, but they're about $3 a bottle and well worth it. So it has tea in it. This one has ginger and green tea. I really recommend trying the ginger kind if it's your first time. I think it tastes delicious. You know, it's not gonna taste like your Coca-Cola, right? It's not the same sugar. This is healthy sweetness, healthy tea. It is delicious. Give it a few tries because it is so good for you. I'm the type of person that I will give something a try and try and try until I love it if I know it's good for me. So try to be like that, you know, just because the first sip is like nothing you've ever had before, give it a few more chances. I love kombucha. I drink this daily sometimes. Like I go through phases. Some weeks I drink it every single day and some weeks not so much, but it's a great addition to have with meals. It's amazing. Actually, when I play sports, I often bring a kombucha with me. Okay, and the crazy thing is that we used to eat fermented foods all the time without even knowing it, but unfortunately the way we make things now has changed it. So we used to make pickles with just salt and water, and now they switched it to vinegar. So we don't get the same benefits from pickles that we used to unless you buy a brand that only has salt and no preservatives, okay? So if it has vinegar, that's an easy way to realize it's not fermented. So pickles. Who doesn't like pickles? Imagine if you could just switch the kind of pickles you're eating and actually see crazy health benefits. So just switch the brand you're buying. Costco actually sometimes has, at different stores I've seen ones with just made with salt. They should be in the fridge. If they're in the fridge, then they're usually the good kind. If they're not in the fridge, then they're not the good kind. It's kind of the way to know because you need to refrigerate all this stuff because it's alive. It's alive, right? We're eating real, alive food, right? If you want to look alive, feel alive, we don't want to eat dead food that can stay on shelves for years and years and years. We want to eat food that's going to make us feel alive, right? So live food is super beneficial. Sauerkraut. This is super popular. We all eat sauerkraut. I eat sauerkraut all the time, and I had no idea that I could have been switching to a good kind, okay? So same thing, oftentimes this is made with preservatives and vinegar, so you want to find one that's just cabbage, water, salt. That's it. So I'd say these are the easiest three to start implementing into your diet right away. I'd say my top two favorites are kombucha and kimchi. This is a Korean dish, super popular in Korea. Some people say that this is the healthiest food on earth. So when I read that, I was like, okay, I need to try this. This is the healthiest food on earth. I want to be healthy because I know if I'm healthy within, I'm going to look better on the outside. I'm going to age more gracefully. I'm going to have energy. I need to know what the healthiest food on earth is. And let me tell you, it's spicy. Okay, so if you don't like spice, this might be tough. And the first time I tried it, like it smells really strong. It smells pretty gross, like farts. But honestly, like I've learned to love it, but like I said, I had to give it a few tries. The first time I tried it, I did not like it. I wasn't ready for it. I didn't know all the health benefits. And then once I knew how good it was, I was like, okay, I need to start eating this. And my favorite way to have it is like with a hot meal. So if I'm having a stir fry or even eggs, and I just kind of mix it like just a tiny little bunch into what I'm having, and it gives a really nice flavor. And I'm at the point now that I could just have a few, spoonfuls, and I just like love it. But this might take some acquiring taste. Last two, fermented soy. Okay, so we see soy is all over the place. Be careful. If soy is not fermented, it is not good. But there's two ways to eat soy that's healthy. Miso, we've all had it. Miso soups when we go to Asian restaurants, we all love it. Did you know that it is super good for you? You can actually buy miso paste and make your own miso soups. I actually like to use it in salad dressings to make something taste a little, it's very salty and it gives it like a very Asian type flavor. Stir fries, it's delicious. Anyway, you can buy your own miso paste and this lasts forever. It's fermented tempeh. This isn't actually my favorite brand, but it's the only thing that they had when I was shopping the other day. I was in the mood for it. I don't know if you're like me, but sometimes I just don't want fish. I don't want meat, but I still want protein because I got like a huge appetite. So I started eating tempeh, which is fermented soy. You could get it plain. I recommend just like putting it in a stir fry, kind of heating it up, putting on a salad, putting it in a wrap. I actually kind of like it. It kind of has like a little nutty flavor. I like the texture. It's really kind of meaty, beany. I'd say beany probably, like a bean patty. And I've actually tried this smoky tempeh and I really like it. I mean, there's a little bit more stuff in it, but nothing too bad. Yeah, there's just like soy sauce, molasses, maple syrup, smoke, apple cider vinegar. So tempeh, start eating some tempeh. I really like this, especially if you're vegetarian. And this is not expensive, like $5. You know, picking up some of these foods and start implementing into your diet daily. The more, the better, really. That's all I got for you guys today. I hope you enjoyed the video and give fermented foods a try. You will not be sorry. Remember, any change within your body is gonna take time, so give it some time. This is a huge step on becoming the healthiest version of you. So thanks so much for tuning in, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye guys.